Alright, let's retry this. Ken's over here fucking short me and stuff, dude. Alright, we're trying this again. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm getting shorted out apparently. Thank God, man. Yeah, we'll try this one more time. I don't know what the hell that was. Alrighty. I'm gonna let some people jump back in. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what that was. Ken doesn't like us learning, so. Alright, I'm gonna wait about a couple minutes here. Yeah, Russia got me, man. They're all over this. They don't like this stuff. More we educate, but see this is the only thing that, like I said, the pension plans, this is the one thing that I just don't like about this, because it's gonna migrate the risk to these pension plans potentially. But like I said, they definitely can make a little money on these as well, so it could be, I don't know, but like I said, it's just gonna push it a little bit. But in the end of the day, the more they push it, the more we make, and the less taxes we pay as well. So, but like I said, I can't see it going past phase 6 here. When is phase 6? It is September 1st. You got Cat System Live in July, phase 6 in September. So I can't see it going past the end of this year. Really can't. I'm gonna let a couple people go in. When you guys just want to ask some questions here quick, while we wait for people. What is phase 6? Phase 6 is going to be for these ISDA contracts. Right now, you got market makers, banks. What they do is they have a master agreement and a credit support annex. So what they're doing right now in ISDA is, if somebody ever needs shares, they can go up to a bank. That bank will write what is called a master agreement. Attached to that master agreement is going to be a credit support annex. And what that credit support annex is going to do is show they have collateral to pay for what is on that master agreement. And they don't have to deposit that collateral. They just need to show they have it. And a lot of people don't understand where all this stuff is. This is their infinite money glitch, you guys. This is their infinite shares. It's ISDA. They can go in there and they can dip it. Whenever they need to hide things from regulators, they can move it over to other markets. This is a huge reason why people are going, like I said, everyone's money is so destroyed, even worse than the dollar. And think how messed up the dollar is right now. So it's what phase 6 is going to do right now. So right now you got a bank. He's going to write this contract with a market maker, and he gets to approve it. And he is, you guessed it, he's the regulator as well. So not only does he write the fucking contracts, so he's going to say yes to everything, he also gets to approve them or not. And they're going to say yes every single time. So what's going to happen when phase 6 happens is, instead of the banks being the ones who regulate it and approve it, and instead of a credit support annex, you're going to have what is going to be a deposit. So it's going to end the infinite money glitch. And on top of that, you're going to have the SEC overwatch every single deposit. And now the SEC, yes, I know we have no faith in them, is going to be in charge of this, instead of the people who write it, regulate it, and approve it. Alrighty. Yeah, I can make another CAD system video if you want. This is Executive Order 14032. Yes, it is that one. This is why 003 came into place. It's how they can kind of get rid of some of that risk, and how they can push the can down the road, and even when that comes into play. And that's another reason why they froze those TSP accounts for another 2 weeks as well. But what this shows us, hi Pantheon, how you doing, buddy? But what all this shows us, you guys gotta look at the big picture now, okay? They're up to what? $2 trillion in the reverse repo market. So think about how much money, you guys, a day they're throwing. Think about this in the big picture, okay? This is how much money they're throwing at this a day. You got 2 trillion there. You got 1 trillion in the TSP accounts. My thoughts on June, I think we'll move up a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be this massive jump people are thinking. Where's that? All right, so you got, this is how much they're throwing at us a day. You got 2.8 trillion in mortgage-backed securities by the feds to bail out banks' collateral. So there's another what? So you got like 5.8. So they're throwing about 5.8 trillion. Now if you go ahead and come down here, you add the CNS total. The CNS program total has billions of dollars in it. It has billions in it. I don't know the exact amount. We will never know the exact amount. But I can guarantee you it's a lot. So we're just going to put it. Here, let's do this quick. Let's do this quick, my friends. I want to show you one thing. Let's see. Boom. Videos quick. Now, sorry, I'm on my other computer, so I don't have all my files saved. But I post them all under my video. So there's a, where the heck is it? There's a video. Here it is. Wait, no, not this one. I'm sorry.
This is
It's
how
not
they.
this one. It's the iceberg one. Here it is. Here you go. Okay.
Hey, everybody.
Go on here. This is it. Okay. I'm just gonna let the video catch up here in a second, and then I'm gonna go over this because I don't think a lot of people know or understand what the CNS program is. Phase 6 goes live September 1st. Yeah, exactly, Randall. These repos are bailouts. They're literally just helping them, give them collateral to continuously push this stuff. But like I said, man, look how much they're throwing at this. I mean, I'm just going to guess because I'm going to show you here, right here. Think about it this way, you guys. Think about this number. I can't put a number down. It could be in the trillions. That's what's scary. The number could be in the trillions. I might be underestimating it with the billions here. All right. This process is called continuous net settlement, okay? I'll go into it if you guys want more in depth, but okay, I'm just going to read this filing here. The process is called continuous net settlement. It hides billions of counterfeit shares that never make it to the reg show radar, as the shares are borrowed from the DTCC, which is called netting. What netting is they're able to use the main source of the shares, which are in a vault from the DTCC. And then what they're able to do are put out shares from that vault. And they treat those shares like they're real shares because they're backed by the actual share in the vault by the DTCC. So, it makes it legitimate. Now, if you come down here, it says, as the shares are borrowed from the DTCC, they are treated as legitimate borrowed shares. For companies that are under attack, like AMC, GameStop, the counterfeit shares that are created by the CNS program are thought to be 10 or 20 times the disclosed failure delivers, and the true CNS totals are only obtained by serving the DTC with a subpoena. The SEC doesn't get this information. This process is a more complex and arcane than this, and if you guys want, I can show you the exact process. But in the end results, blah, blah, blah. Okay, here you go. This is what I want everybody to see. X clearing and counterfeiting are used to create an enormous reserve of counterfeit shares. The industry refers to these shares as strategic failure to delivers. Most people would refer to these as a stockpile of counterfeit shares that can be used for market manipulation. If you guys want, go ahead and read this article. This guy goes very, very in depth in a lot of stuff. He shows you exactly the impact of these counterfeit shares from the CNS program. You can see once they start getting involved, you're looking at a lower and lower and lower. It's just a joke type thing. And this is what, so this CNS program that I'm showing you, this is what this new program, this new 003 is going to be based off. So if you guys come down here, this is from CNS eligible securities. It continuously talks about how CNS positions would be margined. So this is involving the CNS program once again. It's involving the same shares that are inside that vault. So it's a lot of people hear the word repothecating. They're basically repothecating these shares, using them over and over and over, things that are already bought, paid for, and just boom, 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 boom. The CNS program is a joke. And there you go, too, by the way. Do you see that garbage? $250,000. So they just got to kind of pop in 250K, and you can go ahead and borrow it away, borrow away. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys look down here, like I said, it continues talks about the CNS program, how it applies to the CNS transactions. Like I said, for people that have talked about this ruling and stuff, and they have never once in their life looked at the continuous net settlement, the CNS program, and then to make a video and say that this is the good stuff, how can you know what this is when you don't know what the CNS program is, and it's involved in about 89% of this? So, like I said, this ruling was not needed for a MOAS, and actually it pushes it down the road just a little bit. But like I said, it's kind of a Jake, I think I put it in. Yeah, I'll put it back up. Give me a second here. If you guys want to look at this article with me, like I said, it's insane how in-depth this article is. It talks about a whole bunch of things. Oh, I'm sorry. I put the wrong one in there. That was the first one I put up there is the ruling, and the second one is this. If you guys want to go ahead and check out this article about the CNS program, read more about it. If you want to, I also have a video up. Like I said, this video explains the entire process pretty in depth. I'll put that up quick too. But if you guys watch that video, you'll understand exactly how this happens. Basically, all that's going to happen with this new filing, this is, you can just go ahead. I feel like a lot of people are better visual learners, so boom, you got the NSCC, boom. Got their little system here. Oh, sorry, there's a huge C. Now, you're going to have over here what we call the sponsors, which I was showing you guys here on the sponsors, are your pension plans. Got pension plan. These guys, you got 1, 2, 3, 3 of them. So you got 3 sources over here. Pow. Now, and then you're going to have market hedge funds. So like this thing says, what's going to happen is you're going to have hedge funds, you're going to have pension plans, wealth funds, and institutional firms transferring their securities temporarily to a borrower, typically a hedge fund. This is literally to make sure they do not get margin called. This is so they can kick the can down, but obviously, like I said, it's not like there's going to be an unlimited amount of shares. A lot of people are going to go like, oh my God, can every single person go in there? No. There's a couple of hedge funds will go in there, but a couple of hedge funds are going to go in there and buy it all up. So, I mean, there's still a limited amount. It's not like they can go in there and there's trillions of dollars in this. It's not like these other things that we're looking at. It's not like these where it's not like these where you got trillions of dollars. But, okay, so let's put a total here. If you get the CNS program, as we looked, there's billions of counterfeits. What are billions of counterfeit shares worth? I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. At least 4 trillion. You with billions of shares? Let's do about 4. Nah, let's not do that much. That might be too high. Let's just do let's lowball it no matter what. I like to lowball it because no matter what, then at least if you're lowballing it, and let's do 400. Actually, let's just do 400 billion. Fuck it. We'll real lowball it. That's 6.2 trillion. they're throwing at us. You guys, they wouldn't be throwing that much money at us if we were wrong. Do you understand that? They would not be throwing this much money against us if we were wrong. But exactly like Brad Pitt's character says in The Big Short, this is also a way where they can pass that risk on to us, which is the bad thing. Like I said, there's a lot of bad about this. There's a lot of bad about this, but in the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's not going to stop it. It'll be another small band-aid. It's just another one of these stupid little pools. It's another pool. Basically, these pools are emptying out. They're getting low. They're getting real low. Everybody's what's going to be that catalyst? That's my number one question. Everybody asks me, what's going to be the number one thing to set the MOAS off? You know what the number one thing is going to be? I'm going to write it right here. You know why? Because they're on borrowed time. And you know what else they're on? A Ponzi scheme. And all Ponzi schemes crash. And the second they do, you got people turning on each other. And guess who just got done telling on the world? Bill Huang, retail hero. Retail hero, but true criminal. Housing crash. Man, housing crash. Like I said, I feel like that's going to be coming. There's nothing they can do to stop it. Here's the problem with the feds and everything. Okay, answer me this. Because I don't know how this works. This is what's wrong with the United States right now, and this is where your feds are at. Okay? You got everything stolen, right? Here's the problem. You have a giant pie here. Okay, this is all the money in the. Let's just do just the United States here. Okay, this is your pie chart of all U.S. money. Problem is, here is your 1%. Your 1% owns a. God, it was like what? Let's check it out. All right, so we got what? 40%. So you got. Let's go like this. You got 40% owned by what was it? 100 fucking people. I think there's 100 people in this. What the hell was it? Yeah, it's like 100 fucking people or 1,000 people. Let's just be nice or whatever. 1,000 fucking people own that much. Now, how much else of it? Let's see here. Your middle class. See how much. Let's see what percentage of this pie now is your middle class. Okay, so we got 26%. Okay, 26% of this pie. So about right here. And these people are all lower. So I mean, just to make sure, obviously, we're gonna double check the number of all 50. Wait. Oh, is my shit not centered? One second, my bad. Like I said, guys, sorry, I'm on a new computer here. I'm upstairs. All right. Can't see the whiteboard. Gotcha. Give me one second here. All right. Can you see this? Yes. Alrighty. So we got a pie chart over here. 1% owned this, which was like 1,000 people. This was your middle class, which is 26%. And this is your lower class. The problem is right now you have these people all with, God, freaking trillions, man. Okay. $6.5 trillion. Top percent of Americans control $41.5 trillion. Jesus Christ. That's fucking insane, dude. What in the... Jesus, dude. 41 trillion. Good God. Alright, well, these guys own 41 trillion, man. That's insane. Alright, well, if you got these guys who are paying no taxes, right? The 1%'s paying nothing. You got your middle class here. Let's say we got income tax, blah, blah, blah. And now we're paying fucking inflation. So an average house right now is $500,000 in the United States. Gas was up. I think the average price was at I think it was like $4.90 or something. $4.62. Jesus Christ. Obviously, food prices, inflation, everything's gone up, right? All right, now over here you got the banks. I just want to make sure you guys can see this. Okay, so now over here you got the banks, and we go over to these guys and we give them our money to hold them in our bank account. What do they give us? Like, what, 2%? Not even. Jesus Christ, dude. Can't type right now. Oh, they give us 0.06%. Holy fuck. Aren't we lucky, you guys? They give us 0.06% to hold our money in our account. So, okay. So, to hold your money in a bank account, you get plus 0.0, what was it, 06 or 006? No, yeah, 06. That, dude, that is pathetic. 0.006. Now, the average car, I think it was like 8, wasn't it? Yeah. 8 for a, no, 8, car loan. Was it used was 3.6? 3.86, fucking 8 point, what the hell is it, 5? 8.21 for a used car? Okay. Now, don't worry, I'll get to the main point here in 2 seconds. Now, a home loan, fuck, what is it now? The average obviously just bumped up. I can't. Home loan, fucking, all right. Where we at here? 5.24. All right. So, now you got a home loan, okay? Now, inflation's gonna keep going up. What are we at, like 8.1 or something? Now, if you guys remember a little bit ago, Powell was talking about inflation and he was talking about wages and raises, right? He said that he expects wages to go up at a 2% rate, okay? You got wages here. If wages are a plus 2%, that does not even cover your inflation cost, okay? Now, come to the tax side. You got your rich 1% paying like, fuck, I don't even remember what they paid average. I think it was like, damn it. hate this fucking keyboard, man. It's doesn't even have a little thing to stand up. I can't stand this fucking thing, dude. All right, pay 25 point blah 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 on average. 3 point. The middle pay. .8%, and then it was 1 point. Okay, so taxes. You got middle class getting fucked. So they had, what did it say? 41 fucking trillion. What is the average? Okay. Where are we at here? Whatever, I'm not going to get into this deep. Fuck it. We'll just go back to making the point here. All right. Well, anyway, so if you come back and look at how the United States is set up, the 1% and everything, they're literally destroying you on food. They're destroying you on taxes. And they're taking away, I mean, goddamn everything at this point. If nobody, and then their way that they are going to fix this is raise rates and raise rates, okay? Well, if your average American can't afford anything, because when we're gaining 0.06% in a bank, what is the only way for you guys to actually make income on your money? You have to, it is designed, the system is designed for you to say, okay, I can't make money this way other than just getting blah blah blah, you know. I need to make my money make money. So what are you going to do? You're going to go to the stock market. For your average person, that's the only way to make that money. Well, what happens when you do that? They steal it from you. So at any point, there's no, if you don't know the market, know how to play and do these things, the average American, most of you guys, just get stolen from, because you look at it and you go, I can't make money in an account. You don't want to, you know, the only way that they let you make money in great percentages, CDOs, things that you can't touch that money for what? 10 years, 8 years. Why? Because they got to play with your money. They got to use that money as collateral. They got to make a fucking killing on it before they give it back to you. To where, like I said, and if they sit there and sell you this American dream of, all right, if you work hard, you pay your taxes, you go to school, you go to college, you find out you go to college you pay all this fucking money, you basically never get out of them, and then you make what, 30, 40 an hour. You end up making basically to where once you take off all that fucking money you put into college, you're not making fucking shit. Like I said, they want total control. Thomas Jefferson, this is my favorite Thomas Jefferson quote. Because they were right, dude. The forefathers, everybody knew what was going to happen. If you make a centralized bank, the first thing they're going to do is you're going to have corporate empires. And then they're going to kill off their middle class and lower class with inflation and then second deflation. Why? It's total fucking control. Their entire plan right now is if this all comes to an end, if they can't fucking figure something out to stop us or keep kicking the can or make us be like, nah, they're going to want to do CBDCs. They're going to want them so bad, it's ridiculous, because it's all about total fucking control, man. This shit is insane. CBDCs will be programmable money. It will be just like with the truckers up in Canada. They will just shut your shit off, dude. This is seriously going to go on after the executive order. Yes, this is going to go on after the executive order because they froze TSP accounts and they have put SFTs into place. So I'm trying to read questions for a little bit. I feel like I've been talking for a while, but haven't. If you guys want to start asking questions right now, ask some questions, because I'm going to be staring at the chat for a little bit. I start to rant, and I don't ever look at the chat. I'm sure everybody's been asking stuff. Otherwise, I'll just keep going. We'll squeeze when we do not expect it. That's the thing. Like I said, guys, you got to remember, they're on borrowed time. And all they're doing, every one of these pools, everybody's like, oh, it's not going to happen. Then, yeah, well, man, They're borrowing from rich people, and they're not making enough to cover that money. Everybody's fucking broke. Everybody, it's literally like them just passing around money. Until eventually the game comes to an end. Like I said, it's just a massive ass Ponzi scheme. Turns out you have politicians, bankers are the worst people in the world. They ended up having trillions. They're like the biggest drug dealers. They're sex traffickers. They are fucking pederasses. They were all over. Look how Google right now. I'm not gonna Google it because it's disgusting. I don't like to look at this shit. But Google how many of these fucking bankers went to that Epstein fucking gross fucking nasty island, dude. Like these bankers work with the cartel. They're laundering money. They're fucking us up in the stock market. They're literally the biggest pieces of shit in the planet. Why? Because when they fucking destroyed everything and made them rich, we turned around and said, hey, don't do that again, but here's fucking $10 trillion to bail you out. Will we see one? I don't honestly think we're going to see a massive run. Explain phase 6. I just went over phase 6 a little bit ago, but we'll do it a quick one. Where's that? Phase 6 right now is they have an unlimited money glitch, or an unlimited share glitch in what we call is the banks write contracts with the market makers, which are master agreements, and instead of depositing collateral and money, they just slap on a credit support annex, and they can use that credit support annex unlimited amount of times. Currently, the banks are saying yes no matter what, and they're the regulators right now. Phase 6 will make it so they actually have to do deposits on these master agreements. They can't sit there and use the same collateral over and over and over, so it takes away that unlimited share glitch, and it makes it so the banks are no longer the regulators, the contract writers, and the approvers. It makes it so the SEC will actually be the regulators. It is a huge, huge, huge deal. I'm telling you, a year and a half ago, like when we all first started this, my first video ever. You guys, look at my first video ever. It was with Randall Cornett. My first video ever talks about ISDA phase 5. This is the biggest deal ever. I literally made my YouTube only because of ISDA. If it wasn't for ISDA, I would have never made a YouTube. Will GameStop be a catalyst? I mean, I don't see how they stop GameStop. Man, GameStop's... They're not going to have a good time with GameStop. I don't really see how they can... That stock dividend should be big. I don't know how they're going to cover that. But here's the thing with that stock dividend. This is one of the problems. If the way that these dividends work, if you're shorting a stock, you got to pay the dividend, correct? Well, if these guys... Let's say that... This is my fear of that. What happens if the day that they go looking around for everybody for the shorts to pay the dividends and the borrowers, and they come over and fucking use one of these things, and then they use this to show that they don't have those? Who fucking pays it? Would GameStop pay it? Would it be a way to fuck over GameStop? Is it a way to get them out? I don't know. Like I said, I honestly don't know what's going to happen with that GameStop stock dividend. I don't know how they can get out of that. But this thing, like I said, if you can use this for naked shorts, look at this. You can use them for naked shorts. Matt, it's going to happen, man. You just got to relax. The problem is everybody, it's a Ponzi scheme, dude. What's going to happen is it's going to collapse on itself. Too many people, too many eyes are waking up. If you guys want to accelerate this, if you really want to accelerate the time, get out of ISDA-related banks. Stop it. You guys, if you don't know how to play options, don't play options. It's very simple. If you're getting killed on them all the time, that is pushing it down the road. I don't care what anyone says. They're making so much money on premiums. They're hitting max pain every fucking week. Every week. And people are sitting there like, yeah, I get people that know how to do it are making money. But a lot of people will literally just follow somebody, and then they, like I said, it's crazy how much people literally put so much like faith in somebody that's like, oh, this will do this. Well, why? TA has been proven wrong over and over and over. I've put up one time where I did a stock play call, and it was that SPY, and I peeked it out, and it went down, and I'll never do it again. You never know what's going on because no matter what TA says, you don't know what path or what time a big player is ever going to get involved to where this back end stuff takes over. All right, this PayPal guy, you got to go. What the fuck is going on? All right, that trash is gone. I apologize about that, dude. Pam, let's get on top of this. I'm just kidding. Yeah, is the members, you just got to, yeah, for is those. But yes, like I said, if you know how to play options, fuck yeah. But guys, if you don't know what you're doing, just take a couple minutes to learn it. That's all I'm saying, man. Learn some strategies. You guys, if there's ever something to take 10 minutes to educate yourself on, it's how to make money, is it not? How to better your life. Like, it's crazy how many people, like I said, won't just take 10 minutes to go watch a video, go learn. Go learn for a couple hours. How much of the day are you just chilling? Bored out of your mind because you're watching the same damn TV show you've seen 55 times, dude. You know, here's is the related members for banks. Sent it to the chat there. But like I said, guys, it's very easy. Like I said, we got to. Oh, and on top of that, we got a direct route. If we're sitting there letting them go to this OTC market, if we're letting them continuously go to the ISDA market, they're going to do it all day long. We need all of our orders routed there. And Fidelity showed us that people are not doing it. You guys, I can't even tell you how many DMs I got the day that data was released, and there was only 98% of orders undirect routed. And then how many DMs came in and were like, how do I direct route? People, we gotta learn how to direct route. It's very, very, very easy. If you're on Fidelity, on the very bottom, you'll see 3 little dots. Click on those 3 little dots. Go to the beta version and click on it. And then after that, go back to your little profile and you'll see direct routing and turn that on. We have to do this, you guys. We have, like I said, we have an enemy. We have market makers against us. If you don't go, they're making moves against you by making, synthetics and doing all these things, but we're not taking the necessary steps to go against them. If you can go to the IEX 100% of the time, you should be doing that every time. And it's a matter of 1 or 2 more clicks of a button. It's very, very, very simple. If you guys don't know how to do it, I put up a video on every platform that I know how to do it on. I think there's like 8 platforms or 9 platforms on that. Try and find it quick. Here you go.
This video
right there, like I said, if you go to the back, I'll show you exactly what it looks like on the screen, and I will walk you through how to do it. Well, Quest Trade, Canadians. If there's any Canadian apes in here, Quest Trade is your best friend. Quest Trade will let you do limit. You can route it right down there, and you guys should be good to go. Interactive Brokers works up in Canada as well. But like I said, I'll walk you through every single one of them. We'll go over everything. But like I said, you guys, we got to start taking steps. It's been a year and a half, and people aren't doing the basic things against them. Yes, yes, there is a limit to how much can go into these SFTs. Like I said, this isn't like the CNS program. This is not a continuous net settlement program. This is, all right, we need to borrow right here. All right, a hedge fund needs to borrow an SFT. Does a pension plan have one available? I think the other one was a sovereign wealth fund. Sovereign wealth fund. What the hell was the last one? It was a sovereign wealth fund. Let's see here. It was a sovereign wealth fund. What was it? Oh, or an institute. See, that's the other thing. And then you got the institutional firms. So you're going to have... Here's the problem. Now you're going to have people like fucking BlackRock and fucking Vanguard. So it's not unlimited, but you got these two big tool beggars, and it's another way for these tools to make more money. And they seem to have fucking a shit ton of shares. So I'm sure they're going to let them rehypothecate their shares from the CNS program into this one. And that, oh, that makes sense. Duh. Because you have BlackRock and Vanguard in there, of course that they want to do, like I said, off CNS positions. Now it makes sense. That makes sense. There we go. We figured some shit out on the live. All right. Let's see here. I'm trying to go read some questions. And that's the other thing. I mean, what the hell is with the CNS program here too? Actually, 1 second. Oh yeah, cash dividends, and they still get all their dividends. See, this is the thing that I don't get. If they can come in here and dip into the CNS program, will they able to fuck around with the GameStop fucking things? So it's like I said, I don't know, man. This is the problem. It's like every time we think we got them fucking trapped, they got some bullshit like this. With open fail positions. With open fail positions, you guys. See what I'm saying? With open fail positions. So they might possibly be able to pop into this bitch to get around the fucking GME dividend. I don't know. Like I said, I honestly don't know at this point what all these fucking pieces of shit can do. It seems like they always have something. But yeah, this thing will, like I said, it's just like a band-aid though. This it's more like a little band-aid. You got a leak in your pool and they just come slap on a little band-aid. Eventually that thing's gonna fucking get too wet and crack, man. Hit it and pass. I'm gonna hit it and pass, my friend. That's a very good idea, Mike. Thank you very much. Alrighty. Any more questions you guys got? But like I said, if you're looking at this and freaking out, you're thinking way too small term, and that's one of our main problems with everybody. Like I said, you guys want it to happen so bad. This shows you they were running out of options, and their backs were against the wall. They were so against the wall, they had to make up a brand new liquidity pool. You see what I mean? They're getting so fucked. Like I showed you, they are throwing so much fucking money at this, dude. Where the hell is it? They're throwing that much money at this. And I can show you every single document to show you all this money that's accounted for. I can literally show you every single $6.2 trillion accounted for. And you also got to remember, on the CNS program, we lowballed it. It could be higher than this 6. There could easily be 1.4 trillion in there. I don't know. Like this thing said, the only people that will ever know is the DTCC, because they're the only ones with access to the vault, man. I wish I had that key. Fuck. I'd expose the shit out of these motherfuckers. Yeah, but look what happened forever when GameStop did DRS. It took how long before... I mean, for 8-9 months, people were locking that float up, and it didn't do all that much. And then when it comes time to sell, it literally talks about in DRS how it's not made for giant volatile markets conditions, and if you're selling too much at a time, you have to mail it in. Could you imagine if it fucking squeezed and you couldn't sell all your shit, and you sent it in, and by the time you got it, it was like 3 weeks later and it was done? Like, if you're gonna DRS your shares, that's you saying, like, this is me, man. Like, I'm not pretty much getting rid of this one. Yeah, I mean, people, if you're on margins, oh, and I forgot the biggest. See, what am I doing, man? I forgot the biggest one. Here's the biggest one of them all. Because people are not getting off margin accounts and they're not turning it off. You got the stock borrow program. I mean, they'll sit there and you have 100. What? I don't have Vortex, but I think it's like 180 million on loan. Holy fuck! Could you imagine if all? I mean, that's like almost every single institutional share accounted for would be on loan. I mean, if we, like I said, there's a limit. If retail turns all their shit off, there's a limit to how much can go on loan. I mean, like I said, guys, there's stuff we can do. Don't participate in the stock borrow program. Fuck that. Why? You're just helping out the people that are fucking you for pennies so they can make millions. Here, I'll give you 64 cents so I can use your share and fucking make 100 million off the fucker. I'll just rehypothecate it 100,000 times and we're good to go because I'll pay a little fine. Meanwhile, they give you 42 cents. So if we get off, we have all cash accounts. Like I said, if you don't know options, instead of just going it losing money, take those 2 weeks, 3 weeks that you are going to sit there watching, freaking out of watching people do it. Learn strategies. You guys, I can't tell you how much you can learn on Google. I can't. The amount of knowledge you can find on Google. I have PhDs that I'm making look fucking retarded when they argue with me. I mean, think about that. They're going to school and paying how much for their little PhD, and I'm making them look like a dumbass because I can Google better than them. You can find everything. Technology is so advanced. Anything you need to know. The people that ask me questions, if you just Googled that question you asked me, you would have your exact answer. And then 20,000 different references. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Jamie. June 3rd. June 3rd is not going to do very much, my friends. If you guys bought options, and this is the reason why I wanted to go live today, because I don't want people buying options and getting fucked because they think this June 3rd is going to be this huge thing. They froze the TSP accounts for a reason. They put this out 3 days before you guys for a reason. Timing is everything. Think about it. If timing didn't matter, they wouldn't put $10 billion into satellites and all these algorithms and all this high frequency trading crap. Time is everything, people. It's everything. Have your brokerage locate your shares and have them recall and loaned out. Yeah, man. Like I said, you guys turn that off. There's so much stuff. What we got to start doing, like I said, is stop allowing this. We know we have so much knowledge. We know how the market structure works. Like I said, the market structure, this is exactly, I'm going to show you it in 10 seconds. I'm going to give you the market structure education. You have a retail. He goes to a broker. Now, that fucking broker, you think that should be the fucking end of it, right? The broker should have the share in his fucking thing and give it to you, right? Well, he doesn't. What he does is this is my point. In reality, what's the fucking purpose of this stupid piece of shit broker? Because why can't I just go to the fucking market maker myself? So he goes to the market maker, and now, like I said, the problem is when you go to the OTC side, he can go to the OTC side, and he can go to the fucking derivative side to affect the stock side. But we need him go. Think about this. This is all the dark side, all right? You got all your Star Wars fans. You got the dark side here. This is the dark side. You don't want to join that shit. Come down to come down to the Luke, the Leias. Let's get to the good sides. Let's go lit. Get that shit lit exchange. Otherwise, that dude can go up to here, which we learned is 1,000 fucking options. SFT, which is a brand new one because they ran out of the other one, so they had to create a new one. ATS, CNS, dark pool. Over here we got a little ISDA. Got family offices. Don't forget, they can pop up to those unregulated family offices and say, hey, I need some shit, you unregulated man. And guess what Bill Huang was? An unregulated guy messing with derivative options and swaps, which is where these guys are going to give market makers shares. So like I said, if we do everything lit, think about this, you guys. The lit market is everything you guys want. It's transparency, is it not? Doesn't if you ordered a lit exchange, we see it happen. We see it on level 2 data. It hits the public data feed. We know exactly what's going on. We know where it went too. If you don't order lit, we have no idea what happens. I got people still using Robinhood. It's crazy. The Huang family office. Matt, we're squeezing, dude. Time will end it. It's a Ponzi scheme. People are borrowing too much. Do you know why the interest fee or the fee keeps going up everywhere? Because the risk is getting greater and greater and greater. Now I think it might, with the stupid rule, stay down a little bit. This will be another way they can control the fee a little. I might even need to look in that. That might be another stupid way they can control the fees with this dumb thing. But I don't know, because that's the thing. You wouldn't be able to control the fee with it, because they're not going to sit there every damn day and keep. These are one-day repo. This is just like your anti-margin thing, man. It's really all it is. It's not the biggest deal. But they still need to have shares in there to fill their margin requirement. If their margin requirement's massive, or they're so over-leveraged that these guys over here still don't have enough. If this hedge fund's still over-leveraged, if he's still too over-leveraged and got margin called and came into here and borrowed and it still wasn't enough from these three entities, he's fucked still. Doesn't mean he can't get margin called. It just means, like, if there's too many, that's the thing. It just doesn't want the biggest margins. They want to cool it down if they can at all costs. And what they'll do is get the biggest people. What this will help do is, like, if people definitely have to squeeze, it'll help slow it down is what it's going to do. That's literally the purpose of it. It'll take the biggest two, and they'll probably have those guys max this out. And then technically people who have, say, if your pension plan did it, so that might not be the worst thing. They'll get a little money, so they'll help out, cops and all sorts of good people. But do you think the play will still be going on when CAT system is live? The CAT system, man, I don't know, because the thing is, I used to be so excited about the CAT system until I thought I just realized how big of a piece of shit Gary Gensler is. I don't think they give a fuck. Like, yeah, they'll be able to give bigger fines. They'll be out there giving bigger fines and stuff for sure. But I think this Phase 6 is going to be way bigger than the CAT system. Like, this Phase 6 to me, like I said, I was talking about this a year ago. Phase 6 is the thing I've been waiting for since I knew about ISDA. If you can it's all about cutting the head off the snake. If we can cut the head off the snake, it's over. And the head of the snake is still the banks. SEC's video on meme stocks. No, I haven't seen the SEC's video. And that's the thing. Margin call somebody, or more of these banks are going down, and we're already seeing banks get raided. You guys, what, every month there's a brand new bank getting raided? Trust me, people are fucking looking at this shit. Can you guys hear me right now? Or are we fucked? I don't know if you guys can hear me yet. Let me know if you can hear me still. Okay, can you hear me? Good, good. Sorry about that. What are you gonna say? What was I looking at? So June 3rd, like I said, the one thing I've been looking forward to is Phase 6. That's the one thing they don't have a workaround. Phase 6 stops the unlimited share glitch of ISDA. And when that happens, like I said, you're already there's a they've dipped into ISDA so much there's over $250 in it, man. Like I said, they're throwing trillions at this a day. How much longer can you do that? How much more? Here's the thing. You cannot sit there and keep doing what they're doing. Print, 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 and keep raising inflation. Eventually, your people are going to riot. They're going to look at this and be like, what in the fuck? Like I said, they don't have a choice. They're backed into a corner. Eventually, they're going to have to fucking give some money up. They're going to have to suck a dick and give some money up and be big boys and girls, or they're going to get fucked. There's no out for these people. The longer we hold, the more we make, the more fucked they are, the more bigger holes they're digging, and the longer we wait, the higher the chances you wake up one day and it blows up. I'm dead serious. They have no way out of this. Where does that 6.2 trillion go? Into the fucking banks, into these fucking market makers quick, just to bail them out. It's literally these, dude, the feds are fucking us every single day. Is the Phase 6? If you guys want to read about it, it's right there. Is the Phase 6 is a massive deal. Like I said, this is the only ruling I was like, you guys, this one's going to be a massive thing on. Everything else, it's like, okay, it'll be sweet, it'll be nice, it needs to be in place if you want this fixed in the future. That's the thing, you cannot hide it forever. Eventually somebody's going to come into the SEC and be like, how fucked is this? Or even Janet Yellen, you had the meeting today. Janet's like, I didn't expect all these things. No, you knew about them, but you guys are just coming into these meetings because you know you're absolutely fucked. Like I said, inflation's too high. You're already hurting the economy. You just fucking shut us down with COVID. What's going to happen? All right, look at your housing market here, you guys. Think about this. You have how many people in your housing market that had these COVID exemptions? You can't get kicked out laws, okay? All right, so think about this. You have COVID exemptions. You can't get kicked out. So rent defer and these loan things. So you're going to have COVID restrictions gone. You have 500K average. No one can afford it. You have the feds right now who literally have 2.9 trillion in mortgage-backed securities because they're literally garbage. And on top of that, they're buying these houses like 50K over ask. There was a thing that just came out the other day. The feds are going to take a $330 billion loss. Do you guys want to know why? Because if you have 200 or 2.9 trillion in houses and you're buying them 500K over and nobody can afford them, you're going to have to drop this. There's no way around it. That's got to go down or wages got to go up. But they don't want to give wages up because that gives other people freedom. It gives the lower class a little freedom. You might make this pie just, oh, you wouldn't see, the pie chart might be a little different. This 1% might not be as big here. This part might grow like that, and they don't want that. That means these people in your middle class, they hate the middle class. Why do you think they put everything towards the middle class? If you fuck the middle class up, these are the people who can afford houses, cars, to retire. Why the hell do they want you guys to retire? They want more of this, not more of this. Is my mic not working again? This fucking mic, man, I'm telling you. Exactly, man. And on top of that, you got short and distort. And then the problem is if your company, if you guys haven't noticed, when all this started, technology went down. Why? Because the second somebody would come out that's better than the car, somebody would come out that's better than all these major companies, what would happen? They would just take it over. You have, I mean, look at how insane this Google search is. It literally owns 92%. You have corporation. I mean, think about this. You guys, you've heard about these empires back in the day. You've heard about the Roman empires, all that stuff. There's never been an empire in the world that has more reach than these corporations. They have pull worldwide. They have people worldwide bowing to them. They're literally ridiculous. They own more than anyone can fathom. And if you ever did anything that could just, take them out or make their company a little less money, they will take over your company. They will bash you in the media. They will come up to you. They'll short your company. Nobody will buy it. Your stock will drop, and they'll come up to you and go, "Hey, you guys, we'll sell you some bonds with some convertible notes and just keep taking this, take money, and then keep trucking. You'll get through it. And what do you know? They'll keep doing that, keep selling them more and more because nobody's coming. Nobody's buying the stock. No matter what, as you guys can see, here's the thing. How much good news are you seeing nonstop from AMC? But they're short and distorting it, so does it matter? No. So that's the point. They're going to go to these small companies, no matter how much good they do, they're going to be getting bashed, so it doesn't matter. Nobody's going to buy them, and their only way of survival will be continuously buying bonds with convertible notes, and then they'll buy shares when it's cheaper than shit, and guess what? They'll convert their notes, and they own 50 to 70 to 80% of your company. They're going to fire every single person on the entire fucking staff. They're going to take your patent because they now own every single patent to all your technology. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to put it in a vault somewhere and you'll never see it again. Because they're going to, or guess what? You're going to see it when gas is gone in the world. You're going to see it when these massive tobaccos, these certain things are about to have, we have to have a new idea. Then those patents that would have destroyed them, they come out. Oh yeah, those industries. It's a fucking joke. Exactly. Apollo Global Management, dude. Look at Redbox. Right now, Google who owns Redbox or who has a major majority stake in Redbox. It's Apollo now. Crazy. They literally work with a company called. All right, this is the big guys. All right, you got Bain Capital. What Bain Capital will do is when these guys are sitting there getting smashed off, and these guys go to sell these big companies, Bain Capital will be like, nah, fuck that. Nobody. They'll like strong arm everybody. Don't you dare fucking get involved in a bid. So then they'll let some people. That's what they're doing. They're sitting there like smashing people down. They're like, don't you dare get involved, or we'll cut you off from the world. Because like I said, these guys are. They have fuck a monopoly, man. These guys are so powerful. They have polls in every single area of the world. They're in Amazon. Look at Amazon. Amazon is literally every business in the world put together and then brought to your door. It's like how fucking insane. Or they burn down fucking facilities and dispose of the contracts. That those data center fires, those aren't by accident. You're literally designed to prevent a fire. Burning a stack of paper when it's wrapped up is not an easy thing. It doesn't just flame up. But it's like that's the problem. Like I said, think of how much farther in life in industry we would just technology-wise we could be, how better off our life was. Why did it stop so dramatically? It's because these corporations made sure it did. It's just a joke. I don't know, man. I don't pick a date, but like I said, I think Phase 6 is really, really gonna fucking hurt them. I think it's really gonna hurt them. I don't see how. Phase 6 is the one that I think is gonna be the only rule that will make a difference as of this point. Fiat currency is fucked. Yeah, pretty much, man. June squeeze? Nope. I don't think there'll be a June squeeze, my friend. Like I said, maybe around September, a little after that, when Phase 6 happens. Phase 6 will take time to hit them, but when it hits them, it's going to hit them fucking hard. Taj, I gave September for an entire year. I've talked September 1st. Since January of last year. It's been the same date, buddy. I mean, if the housing market also wasn't hurting, I mean, if you guys look at Google right now, Wells Fargo housing market, they did mass layoffs because there's going to be a lot of problems. Nah, we don't need to be burning down facilities, man. Like I said, it's a Ponzi scheme. It'll collapse on itself. The more people we get involved, the more we educate, the more we get in AMC, GME, all these things, or let these people make their own decisions, the more we wake up to this, the better. Like I said, it's all about just educating people now. We gotta put all this bullshit aside. Stop worrying about what YouTuber you like. Stop being like, oh no, GameStop, only AMC. Fuck it. They're all fucked. If you guys don't realize every single one of these stocks is fucked up, you're not paying attention. You're literally not paying attention to anything. Me and Boss had a conversation. His thoughts are pretty much the same. He was in here a minute ago. Yeah, pretty much, man. It's all about keeping us in line. It's crazy how much the bug life really was true. Like I said, why is there white collar crime and why is there blue collar crime? There should be no fucking difference. Crime is crime. Period. I mean, Jesus Christ. If a poor person stole $1,000,000, he wouldn't get a fucking $20,000 fine like a white collar crime does. He would be in prison for fucking 20 years. So whether a person who does it in the stock market or fucking does it on the streets, it should be no different. Period. The fact that it is a joke. This is not right, dude. It's literally not right. I mean, they're literally the same exact actions, but for us, it's just a different category. It's same crime, different category, different name. Oh, it's burglary. Oh, you armed robbery, all this stuff, whatever they need it to be. When in the end of the day, their robbery's no fucking different, dude. The fact that Ken Griffin tried to blame us for stealing from the teachers' pension fund, like I said, you guys think about how much shit is coming out and the stupidest things you're hearing coming out of their mouths. They're literally fucking freaking out. Look at Ken Griffin's hairline, dude. I don't know why this thing. Like I said, next time I stream, this will all be set up. Like I said, Had to run upstairs and set up this new fucking computer in like 3 minutes, and it's not fully set up yet at all. Phase 6 is right here. That's what I'm saying. Could you imagine you stole $1 million fucking dollars and they just go, here, pay me 20,000 of it and you're fine. Did you see what Wales posted today? Look at this shit. It's a fucking joke. If you could do this, you would do this every single day. What? Hold on. This thing is so fucking slow. I hate this fucking computer, bro. I wonder if he fucking messaged me back. I might be making a video, you guys, with Unusual here pretty soon. Pretty excited. This dude's a fucking legend. Where the fuck is it? Look at this. Look at this. These guys are getting fined for $9 million. Pay a $600 fine. These congressmen it's a fucking joke. Here, let me zoom that shit in a little bit so you can read it. This shit. He had to pay a $600 fine for a $9 million in trades. Yo, check this out. Check this out. I'm gonna come down here. He's got a whole bunch of them today. These people are paying like $200. Like, okay. 600. I don't see this other one, man. But he was posting them a whole bunch today. I don't want to sit there and keep going down, but yeah, definitely check out Unusual Whale stuff. He was posting a whole bunch of it, but it's like, okay, so they can steal millions of dollars and pay $600 fines? What the fuck? That's insane. $600 fines, $200 fines, dude. Like I said, man, it's anything to keep. And like here that I posted on one of these, I commented on one of them, like, Jesus Christ, $200, dude. Yeah, see, this is what this is, man. It's not the flex seal. It's just a band-aid on a well, bro. It will pop soon enough. Where the hell is it? It's a $200 fine. Well, here it is. No, it was $600. No. All I wrote was sounds about. I'm not even worried about it, but whatever. But like I said, how can they pay under 1,000? And then look at Nancy Pelosi's husband. She just goes and rams, or he gets rammed, and he's just fucking hammered, dude. No one cares. Let me get out. He got out in like an hour. He's out back hanging out out in the fam, dude. He's out doing his thing. He'll be fine. He'll get up, and then guess what he gets? A little misdemeanor. Little misdemeanor DUI. Nah, man. We were gonna be rich from the executive order. We were until SFTs and fucking TSP accounts got locked up for fucking 2 weeks to give them enough collateral to get by. I did, Edward. I liked it, my friend. It was good. That's why, you guys, I'm telling you, I hate to bring up politics. I fucking hate to bring them up. I fucking hate politics. I don't like to talk about them because they're stupid as fuck. They're literally dumber than fuck. But they matter when they're sitting there taking millions from corporations. That's got to be a red flag to people. You guys got to stop looking at red and blue. If they're taking money from the people who are fucking you, they're going to keep letting them fuck you. They're gonna. Let's be real. They're going to keep letting them fuck you. Why wouldn't they? They've been doing it forever and nothing's happened to them. Guess what happened to them? Watch this, you guys. You want to see what's happened to them for letting people steal from us? Watch this shit. This is what we do to them. We elect them at 92%. Here, where the fuck is it? Where the hell is it? It was we're literally electing the officials it's the same congressman 92% of the time. We're literally letting these old men die in our Congress. They're literally older than fuck, and they've made a career out of Congress. Why do these guys not have terms? Like, what is happening? This is one of his quotes, dude. Hold on, this isn't the one. Here it is. This is the one we should all be paying attention to right here. Stupid thing. Right there, my friends. The American people ever allow private banks to control an issue of their currency, first inflation and then deflation, the banks and corporations will grow around them and will deprive the people of their property until the children wake up homeless and contingent on their fathers conquered. This is exactly what is fucking happening in front of your eyes. They said this would happen. And it's happening. It's not like the thing is the government acts like this is all out of the blue. Nobody saw this coming. When in fact, we saw this coming fucking the minute the country was fucking set up. And we've had 3 of them now. There's been 3 different banks at this point. At what point do we say they're obviously fucking thieves and no one can be fucking handled? In the end of the day, when it comes to banking, like, fuck, man, everything needs to be 100%, or you need to have fucking more than like 3 or 4 different agencies all watching the banks, because nobody fucking watches and no one fucking cares. They're just like, bro, do whatever you want to do. Watch this shit. Watch this shit. This is the most famous Rothschild quote ever because it's 100% true. Give me control of a nation's money supply, and I care not who makes its laws. Founder of the Rothschild banking dynasty. Do you know why? Because if I can make their fucking money, I control all the politics. And when I want, I can make money at will. I can just print it. They don't need our fucking permission. They don't need to have the American people vote on if they're going to print more or not. They can just fucking make it out of thin air. They can print whenever the hell they want. Think of how fucking insane that is. They can print whenever they want. Okay? Shouldn't we have to vote on shit like that? You know what I mean? Like I said, it's insane how people get into politics, and one of the guys, like when they were talking about banning insider trading and all that shit, and not letting them trade. And then one of the guys goes, well, then you're not going to have a whole bunch of people want to go ahead and be in politics. Good. Get the fuck out. Why would I want you to be in politics if you're just there for insider information? Get the hell out of there. Aren't you there to serve the people? This is literally what happened. We're getting taxed and we're not being represented. This is exactly what happened when the American Revolution started. Taxation without representation. You guys are being taxed at every corner, but what government official is representing your interest? Literally, answer me that question. Guess what? There's Republicans all over. There's Democrats all over. But what one of them is looking out for your best interest? In what part? In what branch? Like I said, they're taxing you, but they're not representing you in any way, shape, or form. You have these banks. The banks, you find out, are the biggest drug dealers in the world. The fact that JP Morgan has ties. I mean, think about this. I don't care. This is only one that got caught because they made it so it never got caught again. This is fucking insane. And if you guys think that this is a joke, I can literally go down 75 rabbit holes with you right now to show you that they have ties with this banking cartel, and they literally paid this. They've paid this banking cartel. This banking cartel's on this blacklist, and JP Morgan has accepted bribes and money, and it's been in the Pandora Papers, taking money from these guys, and they're fucking shipping cocaine and all this stuff. Think about 20 tons of coke, you guys. They shipped 20 tons of coke. Your biggest drug dealers, and it's not like this is the worst, the first fucking one. You can go down and there's tons and tons and tons and tons of these fucking things. You can look into all these Pandora Papers and all this stuff where they're literally tied to these guys in every single aspect. The banks are the biggest drug dealers in the world. And like I went over, Google right now, if you just joined, how many banking fucking disgusting pieces of shit were at Jeffrey's fucking Island? These are your fucking disgusting freaks. And they're running the country. It's literally the banking mafia, dude. The shadow banking empire, everybody was like, nah, that doesn't exist. It's fucking there, dude. There's everything to back it up. As much as people want to not say it's there, it's fucking there. It's been there. Shit's fucking nuts, dude. And that's the thing. I mean, you got to get lobbyists. I mean, that's the thing. They own the lobbyists. They own every fucking thing. They own the people that make the laws. The one thing back in the day when you had these people, these mafia guys going to jail, and what did they do? Guess what? They did exactly what hedge funds did. They evolved. They ended up saying, all right, like I said, fuck, we're getting fucked as a hedge fund. Let's become a family office. So we're unregulated. So what did the mafia guys do? We can't be the mafia anymore. We can't sit there and fight the government. So fuck it. Let's put the guys in charge. Let's bribe them. And let's put the guys who write the fucking laws in there. And we'll just be behind the scenes. Exactly what they did, dude. It's crazy. Javi, we can win, man. I'm just waking you up to how fucked up the United States is, dude. This is the shit they'll never show you on fucking media. And anybody who does show you all this shit's a fucking conspiracy theorist. Yeah, okay. Of course you're going to say that. Of course you're going to try and make them look dumb because the first thing you do to somebody is discredit them and nobody watches them. I mean, that's the problem, man. I mean, like I said, eh, I don't know. Like I said, if this doesn't squeeze in, and eventually we're not wrong, everything fucking proves we're not wrong. Like I said, there's no way out of this for them. If they continuously fuck us and destroy the country and make it to where we're the only ones paying for it, why they ship champagne and fucking become multi-hundred millionaires while they're in office, eventually people are going to say, fuck this. This isn't what this country is built on, and guess what? We can start it over just like we need to do. There's literally no way out of them for it. But eventually, people are going to realize they're going to work till the day they die, and they're not even going to be able to give their children, a fucking thing. And that's a big problem. I mean, Jesus Christ, think about your city right now, and think about the last year and a half. Because I promise you, everybody listening, you're gonna go, "Yep, that's true." How many fucking apartment complexes and big fucking condo type townhome things are going up all over your fucking area? And those are the only places the middle class is now living. Is that not true? And guess what? They're renting for $1,500 a month, but they can't afford that $900 a month fucking house payment. No way. There's a reason for that. Like I said, it's a fucking joke, dude. Credit system, all that shit. It's designed to keep us all fucking in line and blah blah blah. We all keep it up, and they can keep doing their thing. Who's shipping 20 tons of coke? That was a little J.P. Morgan working with the little El Chapos. But yeah, that's what I was talking to Bossa Blunt too. I was like, I'm not saying we need to organize blah blah blah. Everyone's fucking like, oh, this dude's crazy. No, but one of the things is, a guy was asking me today about this ruling, and he said, why, after all this time, even after all the people we've educated, 4 million people know what's going on, blah blah blah. Why would they make a ruling that would suddenly help them and delay the MOAS and not do something for retail? And I was like, because they've done it their whole life, and they know one thing: no matter fucking what, we're not going to do what's necessary because they got us distracted in phones. They got us fighting, and the moment more and more people wake up, what do? They start some kind of fucking, hey, we need to ban guns. Hey, we need to fucking, no, hey, we need to ban guns. Hey, we need to bring up something tragic quick. Show it over the thing. I know this has happened 50 fucking times in the year, but we now need to cover this one because politics, it all revolves around them because they own the media. Like I said, it's literally ridiculous. What's up, Astro? How you doing, buddy? I miss you too, man. We need to. You need to jump in my Discord, dude. Definitely love to talk to you about some stuff. Hope you're doing well. Jump in here, dude. You want to jump on Discord, Astro? You want to jump in here? Be friends? But like I said, they know they're not gonna give their way a life up until they absolutely fucking have to, and they're gonna keep pushing it back, delaying it until they can't anymore. And the way they can't anymore is you continuously make more people up to the Ponzi scheme that is going on. It's very simple. Like I said, there's no way out of them. Everybody's thinking, oh man, they don't mow ass. No, that's not what I'm saying. It's going to happen. You guys, you're not wrong. Just like in The Big Short, they were at that part where everyone was pounding the table saying, what the fuck's going on? We know we're right. Why hasn't it happened yet? That's where you're at. That's literally where you're at. You wait just wait a little longer, and you'll be feeling good. Like I said, there's no way out for these guys. The worst thing happened, like I said, no matter what, think about it. We keep buying, they keep shorting. AMC will never go down. There's too many people in retail. There's too many shares out there that are bought to where AMC will never go to like $7-8 or ever collapse. The company's doing better and better and better. They're not going anywhere. Sorry to say it, they're not going anywhere. Any short listening, they're not going to collapse. Eventually, like I said, dude, what are they going to say about the AMC at this point? Movies are dead, and then every fucking new 2 weeks later, there's a brand new record. You're seeing records every fucking other movie. It's ridiculous. Eventually, there's nothing more they can say. What are you going to do when every single streaming service's numbers are going down and record movies are breaking records every month? You can only hide it for so long. Good news does mean something. Just because you don't see it that exact second in the stock market on that price, every good news for AMC is good news for us, no matter what. Every single penny AMC makes, that's that much more they're going to be able to improve their company or pay off debt and make it to the point where, like I said, what are they going to fucking do? What if AMC is debt free? Pretend they were debt free tomorrow. Obviously, they're not going to be. But if AMC was debt free tomorrow, because eventually they're going to start smashing that fucking debt. You guys, I don't think you understand also how much that credit card company or that credit card aspect is going to do for them. Popcorn's going to kill for them. I don't think you guys have been watching what's going on in Saudi Arabia. They're going to have 50 theaters that are using the AMC brand that they're just going to make bank on, that has zero startup. They partnered with a theater company called Seven. They just got 33% of that ad company for free. And if you guys haven't noticed, I'm seeing those ads now all over everything. I'm even seeing them on the streaming services. I saw my first AMC commercial, and it was on a Paramount. It was on a Paramount app. I was like, what? That was sweet. But like I said, eventually you guys, you're already seeing them say, these streaming services are going to have to start going to AMC and say, hey, we need you guys to put this in your theater. We need more money. They're fucked, dude. Streaming, it's over. Streaming was a good call when COVID was around. Sure it was, because everybody had to stay home. But now no one gives a fuck. We're not staying home. You guys jabbed us with your bullshit fucking vax. You guys pricked us enough. If it's there, it's there. Fuck off. Blow me, Jesus Christ. Like I said, they can't fucking delay this forever. You're either eventually going to piss off your people too much, or somebody's going to come a knocking because you're still borrowing from these guys. And eventually, you guys got to think about it too. If these guys don't do any investigations, they don't start arresting people, and we all start to find out and ask these guys, why the fuck haven't you done anything yet? And more keep asking that, eventually they got to do something. Or like I said, there's no way out for them. Just keep buying. This is the way you guys should look at it. Right here. You can sit there and, I know a lot of people are living harder. Trust me, I know a lot of people they're struggling right now. and you're getting by and you have those shares, but you guys got to think about it this way: if this is where you're at, you probably wouldn't have that money. You would have spent it on all this other stuff that you probably didn't need, and at least you now have that in a little savings account. And if you realize you would have had that in your bank account, all you really missed out on, as we saw, was 0.06% interest, which is nothing. Like I said, you gotta. We will get there. I promise you, it will happen. There's no. I have done so much research on this. They're making up new liquidity pools. There's no way fucking out, dude. There's nothing that they can do. Are they? Randall, I should definitely talk to you about those. Wonder which one it is. Let me guess. Fucking JP Morgan. Hopefully it's not their best buddies. And that's the thing with, you guys, you look at these streaming services. Netflix is losing people at a record pace. They're like getting destroyed. So they're going way down. How many people are just getting sick of? I mean, fuck. Think of how many people, if you have like HBO Max, you've watched the same shows on that probably 100 times. Why? Because how many people were stuck inside for 2 years? You've watched every single episode of every single thing on all your streams for how many times? To where you just don't give a fuck to even watch them anymore. They will continuously go down. Cinemax continuously always does their magic. Cinemax, if you guys haven't noticed too, when this person put up their numbers today, Cinemax is going to the lit exchanges way fucking more than AMC is. So like I said, we can control that. We need to just order the lit exchanges. Yo, this guy's got to chill out. He gone. And that's it, yeah. And that's the thing. The problem with Netflix too, if a show is good, the thing is they don't have a lot of money. If you guys, they're $15 billion in debt. That's a lot of debt. And they're not sitting there trying to pay these fucking actors. That's their problem. Let's say they make a good series. After 1 or 2 seasons, it's over. Why? Because suddenly those actors want more money and they're not going to pay it. And nobody's going to sit there and keep falling in love with shows just to be like, great, 1 season. Alright, it's 12 o'clock though. I'm going to answer questions for the next like 5-10 minutes and I'm going to bounce, guys. I gotta get up earlier in the morning. I gotta work, so any questions you guys want me to answer before I head out? I'll let the mic catch up. I don't see many questions, my friends. And yeah, that's the thing too. Like I said, you got so many good movies coming out this year. This year will destroy it. And one thing, Adam Aaron at the very beginning of the year, he said that movie totals would more than double what they did all of last year. And so far, he's been 100% right. They've been more than double in every single one in quarter, and they're going to keep doing that. And then he said Q22, 23, the numbers will be even better. Look at that. So we're already at 1.3 billion. There's a long time to go and a lot of good movies. And how many people were out of town so they weren't able to even go up and see movies because they were at cabins, they were on vacations. It was Memorial Weekend. Not a lot of people a lot of people were like, yeah, let's go see that, but a ton of people that still want to see it are going to go see it next weekend. Next weekend Top Gun numbers could be massive again. So, we're going to be up more towards these type numbers here pretty soon. And AMC, if you guys didn't see, on top of that, AMC has closed 95 theaters and they opened up 12 more. And Adam Aaron said but the 12 more that they opened were almost all in the top 100. And Adam Aaron said by doing that, they cut their cost by hundreds of millions. And on top of that, they were making 23% of the revenue, the total box office numbers, and it went up to 26%. So they have way less theaters, way more. So they closed all their shitty ones, bought all these ones in the top 100. Now they're making way more of a percentage of each one of these numbers. So like I said, there's been nothing but good shit for AMC. Nothing but amazing news for them. Phase 6, Ian, that is why. If you want to read about it, here is this link, my friend. Definitely check it out. Tons of good information on there. Otherwise, I do have a video up on the phases and ISDA as well. Stacks, I don't know if you remember PB Jelly or if you're on Twitter at all, but he's been trying to push for people to do that and, try and get lobbyists for us and retail investors and things like that. But the problem is you're putting in a lot of trust. You're going to have these people with the money. You're going to have everybody like questioning everything. And it's going to be a very tough task to give these people all that money you need to do to lobby for us, and all these people to trust those individual apes with that. You know what I mean? I would love that idea. It's just going to be a very hard idea to accomplish. But I would love to do that. I think that would be a great idea. Why wouldn't you do what they're doing? We should all be doing that. Problem is we don't know about shit like that, so middle class doesn't sit there and pay for lobbyists to do things for the middle class, but the 1%'s out there doing it for themselves. We should all be doing that, but we don't have that money to be doing that shit. I'm a SQL developer. I work in HTML as well and C#. I developed a program. I don't want to give the name away. I don't want people to find what job I'm at or like do anything. Like I don't want to risk my job at all, but I made a program that, well, what my program does is, so it works for companies that are trying to help people get to work, and instead of them sitting there having to wait in these giant fucking lines, because these lines these people have to sit there and fill out all day long, dude, they'll take fucking 30, 40, 50 minutes. And with these lines taking that long, there are people that won't be able to get the jobs in these temp agencies. So one of these things that I do is they'll able to sit down and they're able to just put a thumbprint down, and they'll fill out all these forms instantly in about 5 seconds. So it gets all these people to work way faster. So that's what my product does. Oh, he could afford the Uber home, but then he couldn't drive his luxurious Porsche home. You know what I mean? You gotta drive that Porsche home, bro. AMC, dude, is AMC and GME are the only ones I got right now. I have a couple other stocks, but those are all I got, man. They're the two that I know are the most secure, two that have the biggest chance to squeeze in my eyes. And like I said, when these market makers and banks, they're eventually going to go down. They're going to come a knocking. Like I said, this shit could be fucking ridiculous. The longer you wait, the more you make. I'm telling you. And on top of that, the less taxes you pay. So at least when we get rich, you're going to fucking stay rich and the government can go blow us. Biden, man. Biden's a fucking idiot, dude. Fucking Powell's a joke. He's out there fucking stealing shit, doing fucking stock crap again, dude. It's just a joke, man. All these people are just trash. It's so ridiculous. To trust Lou? I don't know. I haven't watched a Lou video, or I don't really care about Lou, to be honest with you at this point. I don't think he knows as much as everyone thinks he does. I don't know. I don't know if he's a Trojan. I don't really know much about them, but I literally just don't pay attention to them, to be honest with you. I wish more people didn't pay attention to people like that fucking are a he said, oh, hey, I heard some people at a fucking dinner table. Okay, I don't care what you heard at a dinner table for some fucking people that are in Wall Street. Good for them. Like, I don't like people that never show documents. If I can't see what you're fucking talking about, or you just post a headline of something and go, yep, what the fuck is that? Okay, good job. Like I said, it's just the stuff's too fucking vague, and then half the time he doesn't totally understand stuff. Like I said, a lot of people, the market is too freaking ridiculous for a lot of people to understand every aspect or to just read a filing, and half the time they say they didn't even read it. I'm not saying he doesn't read everything, like I said, I just don't really pay attention. There's not many YouTubers that I watch at this point. There's not, I just go do the DD myself. I don't really learn anything from them. And I mean, none of those YouTubers subscribe to me either, so it's not like anyone's watching me. It's just whatever. I don't really think anyone pays attention to each other. It's just people ask us about the other one's opinion. I don't really. I mean, Lou said it's been over before. He's jumped off the bandwagon, jumped back on the bandwagon. The review doors jumped off the bandwagon. I mean, every one of them have. I don't really care about them anymore. They don't serve a purpose to me at this point other than to entertain people, and that's what people need to start understanding is most of these people should just be your entertainment. Don't take everything they say at heart. Like I said, think of how many people there's there's just too many. You guys just we're at that point where we should be so educated enough that we're not sitting there staring at this stuff, reaching for hopium every day. You shouldn't need hopium anymore. Your education should be your hopium. You know what you guys have. You have a fucking. This is crazy to me. We literally have a royal flush, and people are scared that they're gonna lose the hand. How? There's not a fucking hand that's better than it. I don't care what rules they do, or I don't care what they add to the deck. There's still not a fucking better hand than a royal flush, and that's what you're all holding. Just relax. Eventually you can play your hand. It's just not our turn yet. More people at the table, my friends. It's fine. We'll be okay. I promise. I mean, that's the thing. And on top of that, it's like fucking A. Half these people, exactly, you're paying for their Discord. You have to pay for that. Why the fuck should I have to pay for your Discord? There's a reason why I don't make videos every fucking day. You guys don't think that I could come on here, make a video every day, go live hours a day, make thousands, and make this my job? I'm sure I could. I just don't fucking care to because there's not that much to talk about. We don't need to talk about it every single day, 9 hours a day. Eventually, you're just going to keep hearing the same people say the same thing, and 90% of the time, they read it and didn't understand it. Because a lot of people, you can't just, okay, here's my exact point, and let me prove my point right here. How many people today said this filing was needed for the MOAS, okay? Literally think about this. How many people said this was needed for the MOAS, but don't understand what the CNS program is? But this entire thing's it's just a CNS program 2.0. It's literally CNS program 2.0, but downgraded because it's for one day. If you don't understand the CNS program, you can't tell me that what the fuck this is. You don't have a clue what this is because you don't understand the mechanics. So you can't have it's like talking to somebody about baseball that's never watched. They watch one game of baseball and they're like, yeah, let me tell you what team's gonna win. You might get right, but you probably don't have any fucking clue. But yet people that put out amazing DD, and this is the other problem, like nobody wants to take that 2 minutes to learn. They won't watch people put out informational videos, but they'll go watch Lou put up a fucking video. He put up a video of ducks for 30 seconds, and I clicked on it. I'm not going to lie, because I wanted to see if he said anything or if he just put up a video of ducks floating for 30 seconds. And he put up a video of ducks floating for 30 seconds, and it had like 17,000 views. And I looked over and I'm like, how many people have no clue about the CNS program when it's the biggest deal in the entire world? It's literally the thing that they're making these fucking shares out of, these synthetics out of. And how many people don't know a fucking thing about ISDA when it's a big deal? But they'll go watch the ducks float. Like I said, he just made 200, 300 bucks on that video of the ducks floating. And then people go, why is he making 5 videos a day? Because he's making $1,000 a fucking day talking about nothing. Like I said, it's fucking insane. He sits there, oh, I don't accept ad revenue. Yeah, you're not allowed to by your fucking court. Good job. Good job. You don't accept fucking super chats because you're not legally allowed to do that. Because you got in trouble and you're not allowed to give financial advice for money. And you don't want to take that risk because you'll be the one to go to the fucking prison. Good job. Like I said, he acts like he's a saint. Nobody's out here being the fucking saint. I have ad revenue on. Yeah. I have super chats on. I'm not a saint anymore. I gave my shit away ad free, super chat free for a year. And you know what people said to me about it? Who cares? Fuck off. It doesn't matter. You don't care about us. You're in this for yourself, just like everyone else. And I go, okay, you know what? Fuck off. I'll turn on the super chats and I'll turn on the fucking monetized videos then. And cause fuck off. If you don't care, why the fuck should I at that point? If it doesn't mean anything, fuck them. Like I said, if you, honest to God, think that I'm in this for fucking money, you're crazy. I have a free Discord. Like I said, I gave it away for a year for free, man. I just don't care anymore at this point. Fuck it. Sick of watching people put up a 30-second video of ducks. Like I said, it's just crazy, man. Like I said, we gotta prioritize, friends. We gotta prioritize, friends. My brackets, man. I don't like to give brackets, my friends. It all depends on what. You can't give a bracket if you don't know what sets the squeeze off. You know what I mean? If banks go down, I'm telling you right now, if you guys fuck the banks up and the banks go down, it's unlimited. I don't even know what the fuck it can go to. It's going to be high because they're going to collect on all of those ISDA contracts, and that $250,000,000 is going to start coming out of the fucking derivatives market. Until that starts coming out of the derivatives market, it's going to be real hard to get to those numbers. But those numbers are out there if we can take down the right people. If you take down the banks, they're going to take down the market makers because they have no options, because those are the fuckers who are borrowing like crazy. So then those guys are going to have to go straight down to the hedge funds because they're the ones who are borrowing like crazy. But if a couple hedge funds go off and it's short squeezes to like 90, that's not the squeeze. I'm telling you that right now. That's a little small squeeze. That's not what we've been talking about at all. GME, like I said, GME should be back to some big numbers here pretty soon. I don't know how the hell they can hold that down at all. I definitely have some GameStop, man. Definitely got some GameStop, my friend. All right, my friends. It's 12:16 now. I gotta get going. I gotta get to bed here. I gotta get up at 5. But thanks for coming, you guys. What day is it? Fucking Tuesday. I should have a video out here in the next couple of days. Maybe I'll go live in the morning. Now that I have a computer upstairs, I can make a video and go live anytime. So if some stuff happens, I'll be live a lot more. Otherwise, if there's nothing to talk about, maybe I'll hold some space calls. If you guys are on Twitter, that way, we can hear some people's point of views and stuff. I mean, I like holding space calls once in a while too. So, but thank you guys for coming. Appreciate it. Love you all. Have a good night.